In the very beginning, always focus on doing the best job you can do, and then the money will naturally follow. How can I do the best job and how can I serve my client the best? And that has served me well, no matter what business I've started or what industry I've tapped into. So I would suggest it. This is something that's a universal law, a universal principle. It's good across all platforms. If you focus on doing the very best that you can to serve your clients, you're going to naturally network and meet more people. So show up that way. Show up with, how can I serve? What do the people that I'm going to meet with at this particular event, whether it's virtual or in person, doesn't matter. How can I serve them? What do they need? How can I add value? How can I help? That is the biggest thing. And honestly, I did not know that. And I did not get that for the longest time. Honestly, I think it just didn't connect in my brain that is the same thing in person as virtual. Like, that was a natural thing when I did learn that, when it was a face-to-face meeting, an event, like a big workshop, a female summit, whatever it is, a business type event, a salon thing, a marketing event. It did. When you're meeting in person, I think naturally, once I learned that, no, it's just some weird people that run around giving people cards that make it gross. Nobody else does that. That's actually like a good networker. So once that was off the table, that cleared up so much for me that it made it really easy to show up for those events just to help others in person. But I have to tell you, it was not easy for me in the virtual world. I didn't get that. Like, it didn't connect for me. And maybe it's because I didn't grow up on my iPhone the way my kids are growing up. So the thing is that once you apply the same things, like, I don't really anymore need to say, oh, this is what you do in person, this is what you do virtual. It's actually the same. So when you show up to a virtual summit, a networking event, you want to show up with that same intention. How can I serve and how can I help? That's how, by making the strong connections, that's what's going to actually help you build your network of people. By helping others, you will build strong relationships, because that's what it's about. If you go into it thinking, oh my God, I have to get new clients, or I have to grow my business, or if you go into all that, it doesn't work, and it doesn't come across as authentic. And a lot of times, yes, everyone knows that you're at a specific event because you have a business and you want to grow it. Awesome. We know that at Hello. And when you start building relationships and connections with people, they want to do business with you, no matter what. So go with that intention. Like, everybody gets it. We all have businesses. We're here. We're mingling. We're having a good time. We're learning. We're growing. But how can I help you? Maybe you know the magic person that's going to connect two other business owners together, and it's going to help them both skyrocket their business. So be the person that connects the right people together. Be the person that, helps as many people as possible. That's how you really network. And, the more you do that, then you just start having this great network of people. So a lot of times I'll coach people that say, I just don't know anybody that's really successful, or I just don't know anyone that has achieved the level I want to achieve. So that's a thing where you do have to put yourself out there. You have to start building relationships and networking with people that are playing in that same circle. So that's where maybe you hire a coach, maybe you join a mastermind. You have to put yourself out there and get yourself playing in the same sandbox that those people are playing in. And because we have all these digital and virtual options, it makes it easier than ever. Like, I did this mastermind for 6 months with the most high level, amazing people. They were from all over the world. If it was in person, we probably wouldn't have been able to have people from the UK, and there was people from Australia. I mean, there's people from everywhere. Now, granted, we were, thank God, in like a US time zone, but the people that were not, they would have to get on like 2 in the morning to be part of this. But because they knew that they were with people that spoke their language, that were aspiring to level up their life and business, it was a no brainer. It was worth it to them. So there are so many things that you can do to grow your network so that you're more connected to people that are really passionate and really excited the same way you are. So you have to first ask yourself, like, what is it that I really want? What am I trying to do? Whether it's life or business, if you're feeling that isolated feeling, you need to get some clarity around how to proceed to the next step. You don't have to know the end, the whole end game, but like just the next step. So having some clarity around what it is that you're really trying to do, what type of connections that you want to make is going to really help you choose which groups to connect with, which things to do. And the best way that I know to do that is to take time with our goal setting framework and really sit down. It'll walk you through, like, here's the pillars to your life. Once you've got that clear, then knowing what you want is easy. So then it takes you through the whole goal setting guide training. So I highly recommend to anybody that's fuzzy, that's like, okay, I need some people in my life. But how do you make friends as an adult? I mean, it's weird, right? Like, you're like, okay, I'm a grown woman. How do I make friends that are doing what I'm doing? Because maybe the friends I grew up with, they're busy and doing like mommy things, and that's not the same topic you want to talk about. Or maybe you are somebody that's a super high powered executive at your business and you need some mom friends just to simplify because you're a working mom. I mean, you know what type of network you need to build. But you can't do it alone. Like, it takes a village for everything. It takes a village to have a great business. It takes a village to raise a great child. We have to come together. And we also have to dig deep within ourselves to know that nothing can stop us.